Adopting a child is a big step in anyone's life. It means taking upon yourself the responsibility of caring for a child's needs, ranging from the financial to the emotional. Traditionally, the option of adopting a child was restricted to archetypically stable and normal couples, usually defined as opposite-gender and legally married couples with solid financial capability. In today's more open-minded society, laws have been implemented that allow for more unconventional adoptions. Here are some of the different categories. Single-parent adoption. This is the fastest-growing type of alternative adoption. In general, while some organizations still feel that having both a mother and a father is essential for a child's proper upbringing, more and more adoption agencies have noted that single-parent adoption actually has a very high rate of success. They attribute this to the time and devotion the parent can give his or her child. In general, the requirements for single-parent adoption are the same as classic adoption, like the need for stable finances and income, a decent social background, and of mature age. The average age deemed acceptable runs from 25 to 45 years old. However, any past issues of criminal activity, especially spouse or child abuse, weigh much heavier against potential single adoptive parents because there will be no partner to act as a check and balance in the family. Also, prospective male parents are much more closely scrutinized than females, especially if the potential adoptive child is female. Same-gender marriage adoptions. With the onset of same-gender marriages in some parts of the world, the option for these couples to adopt a child has become more socially acceptable as well. Naturally, in less enlightened places which do not support or condone same-gender pairings, the option of official adoption in this fashion isn't available. However, gay or lesbian couples have bypassed this problem by having one member of the pair adopt a child under the single-parent adoption option. Nonetheless, the hurdles to same-gender couples adopting a child have much less to do with the couple's ability to raise and care for a child, as it has to do with local prejudices that exist against homosexuality. Even in states that support same-sex pairings, adoption agencies and legal courts may still refuse an adoption request by a gay couple if they judge that the local populace's prejudice will cause social difficulties for the adoptive child later in life. Unmarried couple adoptions. This adoption scenario has likewise been bypassed by the simple expedient of one parent applying as a single adoptive parent. However, some couples who haven't undergone marriage can choose to apply as co-adoptive parents, with one partner taking the general majority of the legal responsibility for the adoptive child, and the co-parent registering in a financial support fashion. Aside from the regular legal requirements involved, however, adoption agency representatives are charged with finding out why the couple in question hasn't married. Their acceptance or rejection of the adoption proposal is often based on the answers they get, because they try to avoid unstable couples who may simply break off their relationship with each other at a later time, which may result in a broken home type of trauma for the adoptive child. Elderly couple adoptions. This is another special scenario which involves retired married couples choosing to adopt a child. Of all the special condition adoption types, this is perhaps the most widely socially accepted form. The maturity, nurturing ability, and financial capacity of elderly couples are rarely called into question in these cases. Adoption agencies actually favor this heavily because of the wisdom and experience of elderly couples, whether it's their first time or if they're adopting to raise another child after all their natural-born children have grown up and moved out. The only real sticking point that sometimes acts as a hindrance to elderly couples adopting a child is the state of physical health of the couple. The very real potential for the couple to pass away of old age unnatural causes while their adoptive child is still relatively young is perhaps the biggest hindrance to having this form of adoption approved. However, clean bills of health and proper certification from doctors are usually enough to solve this issue.